Good morning, everyone. It is day 10. We are still doing this carnivore thing. I've kind of lost track of how many days it is. I think this is day 11, but not completely sure about that. So we are starting our day off with coffee and the hot tub. I'm going to go out there and join Ed in the snow. We're having another snowstorm today. We're supposed to get, I think it was 3 to 5 inches again on top of what we already have. And it's snowing right now. So we're gonna go out, get in the hot tub, and then we're gonna come back and start this day of eating. See you in a few. So I'm sitting in the garage in the car waiting for Ed to come out. He's getting a few things together. Just grabbed an Element sparkling out of the refrigerator here in the garage. I keep these in my garage refrigerator because they're so convenient to grab and take with you in the car when you are on the go. I always drink my electrolytes every single day. I have been drinking Element since I started my journey over 3 years ago, and it has been a great tool that has helped me on my weight loss and healing journey. I have people ask me from time to time, what is Element? Element, spelled out L-M-N-T, is electrolytes. They're very helpful when you're on a low carb diet because when you eat low carb, your body sheds water. When your body sheds the water, you lose your electrolytes right along with the watershed. As I said earlier, Element has been a tool that I have used on my low carb journey for the past 3 years that has really helped me to avoid muscle cramps, headache, fatigue. So right now, Element has an offer for my viewers. If you go to the link that is right here on the screen, drinkelement.com/low carb revelation. The link will be right below this video at the top in the description box. It's a clickable link. You can go over to Element's website, make a purchase of anything on the website, and Element will send you a free sample pack just like this one. I keep one of these sample packs in my car so that I have them with me at all times in case I forget to bring some with me. This will come with your purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and get going here with my hubby. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. All right, we are heading out on a little adventure today in the snow. It is coming down again, and we're supposed to get several inches on top of the snow that we already have. We're going on a little road trip. I'm gonna let Ed tell you about it in just a second, but we just came from where we're going yesterday. We were there. We went down and dropped off our grandkids. And by the way, I had a really good night's sleep last night, caught up on some rest, got a shower this morning, washed my hair, put on some makeup. I feel good.
You feel normal.
I feel good. I also want to talk to you about how we're feeling with the carnivore. I want to talk about a couple of things that I've been experiencing for myself since I've cut out the veggies. I really miss the veggies. We don't eat a whole lot of veggies per se. I think that I personally stay in that ketovore category where I have veggies as a garnish. We're like on our 11th day today. I have noticed my gut feels different. I don't have any bloating whatsoever. My stomach feels flat, even though it's not. You know, I got the mama belly there, but how do you feel full when you eat, but you don't feel stuffed. You just feel
bloated. That bloat is the right word. Yeah.
And so I've been noticing that with myself. I feel light in my stomach. I don't have the bloating like I do when I do have veggies, and I'm probably gonna go back to veggies. I mean, I'm not gonna like disregard veggies, but just letting you know how I feel. I feel a lot different in the gut. How about you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Feeling lighter is accurate. It's not like I'm sucking in my stomach, but you get that feeling that you kind of are.
Yeah.
And then when you do clench your stomach muscles, it feels like easy to do, like, you know what I mean? So it's pretty interesting. And then your mind is telling you that you should be eating more, but your body is telling you that you're full. Just like she said, you feel satisfied very easily eating like this. So I find it to be more mind over matter than really anything else. If you can defeat that part of it, you got it made. I got on the scale for the second time.
I think you can tell what we're doing.
The other day, and it was up 5 pounds. I'm like, what? There's no way it went up 5 pounds overnight. So she got on it a day or so later, and the same thing. So we discovered that the batteries are going bad on it.
Started freaking out.
Yeah, What are we gonna do? Get another scale? Is that we're gonna have 3 in a row or what?
I don't know. I brought the scale down from upstairs.
We're gonna have the second and third opinion, right?
When we moved here, we had 2 scales because we had one at the other house. So I brought it and put it in the upstairs bathroom so our guests, when they come on vacation, they can weigh themselves.
Yeah,
but so this is something interesting that I've read about. I don't know, you guys. I don't know the whole science behind all of this, but I did read that when you start carnivore, you get I don't want to like say the wrong things. Wait, but I don't want to say the wrong things and like be wrong. But from what I've heard, like you get water around your muscles when you're just eating a meat, and that can reflect on the scale. First start it, you can gain a little bit, but if you trust the process, you will start to lose weight. I do feel like maybe we did come up a couple of pounds, maybe because that's happening. You guys,
that's what it is.
You guys can research it for yourself. I actually watched, I believe it was one of Kelly Hogan's videos. And again, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I believe it was on one of her videos that they were talking about sometimes when you start carnivore, you will put on weight in the beginning, but if you stay strong and trust the process, it will start to trend back down. So I don't know. I could be totally off on that. It
seems to reason that's accurate. I mean, like we always say, or she always says, you go by how you feel, go by what your body's telling you, and we feel good.
Yeah.
So,
and I know for a fact, 100% that if I hadn't been eating this way, like if I was eating like I was 3 years ago, this past week with them boys, boy, they're high energy boys. And this past week, I wouldn't have had the energy to withstand all the things that I did with them. We both were busy with them, up with them. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I, made their meals, all this stuff. It was just a lot of stuff that, going down on the ice, for instance, Ed doesn't go down there because climbing down in the snow with his leg and all of that. It's like, I did a lot of those things that he just chose not to do. There's no way. I would have been like crying out for help. Tell us what kind of fun we're about to have.
So I participated in my very first online auction. It was a local gun store. The owner passed away. He was very well known, very liked, and he passed away, and his family is selling off his business and the contents thereof and his personal collection of weapons. So I was able to win a hunting rifle that I've been looking for a long time.
He has.
I'm left-handed, so I shoot a little different than most people, and most guns are not made for lefties. So this one is a semi-auto gun that just it shoots as you pull the trigger, and it's just easier for me to use that to hunt with. So I've been looking and looking and looking. We went to an auction a few months back, and they had one there, and it was just too expensive, and I didn't bring enough money.
He bowed out.
I bowed out at the last minute, and I'm kind of glad I did now, because I got this one for several hundred less, and it's basically the same thing. Matter of fact, it might even be a little older, which is better. This gun is somewhere between the 50s and 70s manufactured, so we're going to get that. And I also won 5 lots of different assorted ammunition too, for about half of what I would pay for new stuff, in the store today. So we're pretty excited. We're going down there to pick up my stuff, and I'm super pumped and really excited.
It's a pretty old gun, and you don't know until you check the serial number how old it will actually be, right?
Right.
So I remember when we were going to an auction house in person, our first auction ever, months back, and it was a lot of fun, but he wanted to go there for this gun. We sat there for hours through all of this stuff because he wanted it so bad, but
of course they waited till the end to do it.
It was like fire.
It was
like,
heated, man. You raise your number, your little paddle or whatever, and we were all, like that. It was rapid fire, and it went from a couple $100 to over 1,000, like in 60 seconds.
And I'm like, just do it. You really want it. Like, he really wanted this old gun.
I brought 1,200. It got to that, and I had to stop.
Yeah.
I could have, but
I was wanting him to. But I felt really bad that he didn't get it. And then when he said that he saw this, when we heard that this man passed away that owns this little gun shop,
a local waitress sent her the link for the auction.
Ed went on there and looked. He's like, they have that rifle. It's a hunting rifle. Yeah, do it. And he got it, and he got it for a really good price. I did say a little prayer. I was like, Lord, you really, give him the desires of his heart.
For the last 3 minutes solid on it, and it started jumping up.
It was intense last night.
You could overbid on an item, like say it was $500. You could say you'll go up to $750, and it'll bid for you incrementally until they stop bidding against you, or until you meet that high mark.
Yeah.
So I had to do that 3 different times.
Yeah.
I paid a lot for it, but it's exactly what I want, and they're very, very rare. I've had a small gun shop up here where we live looking for me for one, and he hasn't come up with nothing.
He's had it, even his dad's wife Ann
in Arkansas looking for me.
Yeah,
they're rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah, they're very. It's so cool. It's so cool that you got a rare gun that's old. That
and I was telling her earlier that heirloom that I can hand down to the kids, grandkids, if I wish.
Yeah, that's so cool. We're gonna get some breakfast down there.
I told her that I want to find a new place we haven't been to.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a little bit to show you what we're having, and see you then. All right, so we got the goods, and we are happy guy over here. We are headed to find something to eat. We want breakfast. It's 11:25. There's nothing but farms around here.
Farms and windmills.
Yeah,
lots of windmills.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna find somewhere to eat, get us some breakfast ordered, and some coffee. We'll let you know. See you then. All right, so just have to say, we're looking for a breakfast place, and Ed goes, Tim Hortons, and he like whips right into the parking lot, and I'm like,
wait.
I'm like,
I thought we were going to breakfast.
Yeah, he's like,
so what?
Yeah, so we're getting coffee from Tim Hortons. We're waiting in line.
Spontaneous in life sometimes.
It was very spontaneous.
It was last second. I barely made it in the driveway.
Yeah, so we're getting coffee. All right. We are in Frankenmuth, Michigan, by the way. Forgot to mention that. It was just a few minutes away from...
Show them what the post office looks like.
The place where we went, the auction house. So we decided to come into Frankenmuth to see if we could find somewhere to eat, because there's tons of stuff in Frankenmuth. If you've never heard of Frankenmuth is like a very touristy area, and everything is like German. Ed wants me to show you this post office across the street. We're just sitting here having our coffee. And there's also like a tire place over here with the same kind of building. They're all like that.
Frankenmuth, United States Post Office.
Anyways, that's the decor. Anyways. I just want to say anyways. So over there is that tire place.
We're going to go through downtown, so you'll get a good taste.
Yeah. All right. So you can see as we're driving down here, the architecture on the buildings, they're like all the same kind of detail. There's a cheese house. I've been in there before. We've been in there before. We're right in the little shopping district where they have all the little
fudge shops,
restaurants, fudge shops, gift shops. Look at the Bavaria. There's the Bavarian Inn. We've stayed there before, actually, and it's a really nice restaurant.
There's the famous
It's a nice restaurant too. Yep, here's famous Zender's chicken dinners.
You get a 5-course chicken dinner.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
It's really pretty. On the weekends, you'll see people riding around on horses and buggies. They have carriage rides. And one time over here in this mall, me and Ed went in there and got him a couples massage. Remember that? At Serendipity, right there. So that was it pretty much for the little town there. We're gonna look for somewhere to eat.
Somebody tell us what that says. Off Winder Sheet.
I wasn't even gonna attempt it. So we just drove by Bronner's, and there was all kinds of Christmas decor out. We went by too fast. I didn't have my phone out, but it was really cool. You just have to take our word for it. Oh, what is this over here?
Deer Creek Saloon.
Family dining. Hey.
There's old people going in there. You know it's good.
Tim's, we're gonna go check it out. Okay, the saloon didn't work out. We looked at the menu, there's no breakfast. We're at, we think, a restaurant called Diggs Cafe. It's like a little mall. We're gonna go inside and see if we can find this restaurant because we've seen online that there was good breakfast food. All right, so supposedly in here, this is where the Google brought us. All right, check out this fancy sink in this bathroom in this building. Just check it out. I was like, pretty cool. It's like flat, and then it has a little trough back there. I just thought that was really cool. Everything is like automated in here as well. Pretty cool. Well, that didn't work out.
Nope. Fail.
So we got to use the bathroom, and Ed said at least we got hot coffee to drink. Mm-hmm. Did you see the sinks in there?
Yeah, it was like flat.
I videoed it.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Everything was like automated. It smelled really nice in there.
Even the glass. Did you notice the glass and the door lit up as you walked up to it?
Yes,
that was cool.
It's like they were piping in some kind of fragrance because it smelled really like it was in the air, like a air freshener, but it was different. So we're trying to find somewhere to eat. I don't even know what time it is.
Oh, I see.
All right, we have been on a journey. We've been out in the middle of nowhere, driving around about a half hour, and we found a restaurant. Ed found it online, McPherson's Family Dining, something like that. I don't even know what town we're in. We're just exploring. So we're gonna go in and see if they got breakfast. If they don't,
they do.
We're gonna find something. Millington Township. McPherson's Family Restaurant. Full menu. All right, we got steak and cheese omelets. That's what's for breakfast. It is 1 o'clock. Ed is in there paying the bill. We ended up finding this little old restaurant. It's really like a small town in the middle of nowhere, and it was packed. This was pretty good. It was a little bit generic. We ordered steak and cheese omelets, and they were made with like steakums, kind of ribeye. It was pretty good because we were hungry. I'll be checking in. It is 5:15. We got home a couple of hours ago, and I stormed through the house cleaning. I vacuumed all the rooms, mopped the floors, wiped down the counters and the tables, the appliances. Now I'm pooped. I'm getting ready to make us some dinner, a really easy dinner. It is snowing like crazy. I hope we don't get snowed in. I have an 8 o'clock a.m. dentist appointment in the morning to start on this chip crown. They're going to prepare the tooth, put on a temporary, and then I have to go back in a couple of weeks to get the permanent crown put on. So I've been looking forward to this appointment for over a week now. So I hope that I can do that. But let's get back to dinner. I'm gonna take some chicken breast from Costco, just some boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm just gonna put some olive oil on each one of them. I'm gonna put some of this Greek Cavender seasoning on each chicken breast over top of the olive oil, and then I'm gonna air fry them in my air fryer. While that's going in the air fryer, I'm gonna whip up some feta cheese dip. I have some feta cheese here, a little block that needs to get used up. I'm gonna put that little block of cheese in the blender with some Greek yogurt, some olive oil, some lemon juice, and some garlic, and just whip it up in the blender so that we can have that on the side to dip our chicken in. And then I also have some pork belly. We bought some big, thick pork belly yesterday from Costco. I'm gonna cube them up into small cubes, season them with some Redmond seasoned salt, put them in the air fryer as well, and cook them until they're nice and crispy. And we're gonna have that as a little side. This is my 2 boneless, skinless chicken breast. I have some olive oil in this little spray bottle. I'm just gonna spray them with the olive oil on both sides. I'm just going to sprinkle some, whatever amount you want on there. We like a lot of seasonings. And these are gonna go in the air fryer at 400 degrees. And like I said, it takes about 25 minutes or so in my air fryer. It may be different in your air fryer. You can also do this in the oven. You can also do it outside on a barbecue grill. Just cook your chicken however you want to cook it. So I'm going to use my Ninja blender to make my sauce. This is just a personal size like smoothie cup that goes with my blender. It has this little blade here. You can use a big blender. You can use one of those little mini blenders. So I have my block of feta cheese that I'm going to throw in here. Have a 1/3 cup measuring cup here, and I am putting in some Greek yogurt, about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and I have a lemon here. I'm gonna get a knife and slice it up. I'm gonna squeeze 1/2 of the lemon into here because this is a pretty juicy lemon. If you don't get a lot of juice out of your lemon, you know, some of those lemons can be a little drier inside. You can use the whole lemon, but I'm using just half because that was a pretty juicy one. So the cat and dog are playing chase. Also have some garlic clove here that I'm going to peel. I'm only gonna put 1 garlic clove in here. I'm also gonna go over here and grab some salt and put a little bit of salt in here. I'm going to take this over to my blender and blend it up. Delicious feta dip that we're going to use to dip our chicken in tonight. Dinner's ready. This is what we're having. We're having a nice big juicy golden air fried chicken breast and some pork belly here, seasoned and cooked in the air fryer to perfection. My feta garlic sauce right here. This is going to be delicious. This right here reminds me of the garlic dip that you get when you go like to Middle Eastern restaurants. It's so good. Go ahead and sign off. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you real soon. God bless.